It's just perfect. I can't see a person here. Nobody's going to be watching the debate on Thursday night, right? Nobody? Will anybody be watching? The reason the radical left will always come after religious believers is simple, because they know that our allegiance is not to them. Our allegiance is not to them. Our allegiance is to our country, and our allegiance is to our Creator. And we do not answer to the bureaucrats in Washington. We answer to God in heaven. You're not even allowed to say that anymore. Today, if you say that, they want to arrest you. If you say that, they want to arrest you. Who likes the 10 Commandments, by the way, going up in the schools? Outside of a class, she was singing, actually, a beautiful voice. She was singing beautifully outside of a clinic. And fearing she would die in prison, her husband pleaded with the judge for mercy and even asked to be thrown in prison with his wife. And the judge responded by mocking their religion. He was mocking their religion. I wonder who that judge is. Paul is one of many peaceful pro-lifers who Joe Biden has rounded up, sometimes with SWAT teams, and thrown them in jail. Many people are in jail over this. This is just crazy. We're going to get that taken care of immediately, first day. Immediately. But let's call these brave Americans what they really are. It's persecuted Christians. That's what they are. They're persecuted. And we had very strong protection. You know, in Venezuela, we just mentioned these monsters from Venezuela. In Venezuela, their crime is down 72%. Can you believe it? So I'm going to talk to Ralph Reed, and next year we're going to hold Faith and Freedom in Venezuela where we can be safe. Ralph, can we do that, Ralph? Yes. Ralph said yes. No, think of it. They're sending all their killers, their murderers, their prisoners. They're sending drug dealers, gang lords, gangs. They're sending them to the United States. We're like a dumping ground. And that's the whole world, not just Venezuela. And you take a look at prison population all over the world. It's way down. Everyone says, I wonder why. It's not because they're behaving, because they're sending them into our country. You know, when you go into the Democrat, I always say Democrat, you know, they'd rather have it the Democratic National. It's much nicer sound. Why don't they change the name? It's probably better. They hate it when you say the Democrat National Convention, right? It's much more beautiful. Actually, even when I make a speech, if I want to make a nice, elegant speech, let's say I came in here with a different attitude today, and I'd say the Democratic National Convention. Now I say the Democrat National Convention. It sounds flat, right? But I call them that because they don't want to be called that.